Kyle Busch just did something at Texas Motor Speedway that has the entire NASCAR world on edge right now. Laps to go, national television, a brand new crew chief calling his very first race. And Kyle Busch turns right and absolutely slams John Hunter. Nemechek into the outside wall, not by accident, not by racing inches. It looked deliberate, and then it got even worse, because after the race, Kyle Busch went on social media and said, "I didn't start this," while John Hunter Nemechek fired back instant line called. Him and SFOX sports analyst watched the replay live and said it out loud, and then he just wrecked himself. Now the entire NASCAR community is asking one question: is Kyle Busch about to get suspended? Because if NASCAR follows its own history to answer, might be yes musicin'. The timing of this could not be worse due time. Champion 26 in the standings in 103 races without a win. A contract year slipping away week by week. And now this, so let's break down exactly what happened. Because what unfolded at Texas tells you everything about where Kyle Busch is mentally right now. This was actually Busch's best race of the entire 2026 season. Qualified 6th, ran consistently inside the top 10, scored stage points, and looked competitive all day. Exactly what his new crew chief Andy Street needed. In his very first race on the box, everything was going right until a late caution changed everything. Corey Himes entered it, reset the field, and shuffled the order. Busch came down pit row for fresh tires and came back out buried in traffic on the final restart. He couldn't move forward. Then with just 3 laps to go, John Hunter Nemechek got past him, and that's when everything flipped. Busch fought back immediately, dove underneath Nemechek. In turns 1 and 2, they went side by side, battling hard for 12th place on the backstretchy. Made contact. Busch car brushed the outside wall and took damage. That part you can argue it hard. Racing close quarters, it happens. But what came next? Theirs. No debate. Mech cleared him entering turn 3. And then Kyle Busch turned hard right indoors, slammed the 42 car directly into the outside wall. Clear, forceful hit. Nemechek slammed into the barrier. Heavy damage. Race over with 1 lap remaining. Kevin Harvick said it immediately on the broadcast. Looks like Kyle just turned Hyman, wrecked him. Clint Bowyer added top 10 car all day and ends up 20th. Every replay, every angle made it look worse than musicin'. Here is what makes this even more intense. These 2 drivers have history. John Hunter Nemechek drove for Kyle Busch Motorsports. Do full season, 7 wins from 2021 to 2022. They're not strangers. There's a past here which makes this incident feel personal, because Nemechek was having one of his best Cup races of the season, and Busch ended it with 2 laps to go. Musikvin came the social media explosion. Nemechek posted, "First, not freaking clear greed. Dago and just got wrecked at what? An ass short, blunt, no filter, pure frustration." Then Kyle Busch responded, posted SMT data, tried to defend himself, said he didn't start it, blamed Nemechek's positioning, and then dropped this line: "Always know who you are racing beside." That wasn't an apology. That sounded like a warning. Music in NASCAR is paying attention, because this isn't just fan reaction. This is a serious penalty situation. The precedent is already set in 2022. Bubba Wallace suspended 1 race in 2023. Chase Elliott suspended 1 race, both for intentional wrecks, both on similar tracks, both clear retaliation, no warnings, no exceptions. Now look at this situation. Texas Motor Speedway in 0.5-mile track, final lap clear, right turn into another car, and after the race, a NASCAR official was seen photographing Busch right front fender. That's not routine, that's investigation. The decision is expected Tuesday or Wednesday. And if NASCAR stays consistent, Kyle Busch could be watching Watkins Glenn from home instead of racing musicin'. That would be devastating, because Busch can't afford to lose anything right now when he's 6 in 0.0 wins in 103 race winless streak contract. Year pressure and now a possible suspension. Missing Watkins Glenn means losing critical playoff ground. And all this over a fight for 12th place. Even his crew chief Andy Street kept things neutral, didn't defend the move, didn't criticize it, just a careful response, because this was their first race together and it ended in controversy. Musing Texas wasn't done delivering chaos. Ryan Preece versus Ty Gibbs, radio drama, retaliation. Shane Van Gisbergen even said he just committed a murder. This race wasn't just intense, it was complete chaos. But the biggest story is still Busch versus Nemechek, because the real question isn't was it intentional, that part looks clear. The real question is what NASCAR is going to do about it, and whether Kyle Busch, already fighting to stay relevant this season, can survive the consequence. No. 103 races without a win, 26 in the standings, new crew chief in Nawa. Possible suspension. Kyle Busch's 2026 season just went from bad to something much worse, something that might not even have a name yet.